We're standing here today because despite the opposition from every New Jersey community along its path, and despite very serious questions about the impact to our environment, and despite no clear indication of its necessity, PennEast has filed an application for a 110-mile pipeline. We're here because we join countless others in opposition, and we urge the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, FERG, to deny that application. The path of this pipeline would cut through environmentally sensitive land, vital water resources, and critical habitat for endangered species. It would slice through green spaces, forests, and streams that New Jersey taxpayers have worked hard to preserve, and taxpayers have put their money in to preserve. It would cut through private land and farms, disrupting life for many New Jerseyans. PennEast has put minimal effort into the study of the path, which covers much of the same territory and would run through the same precious natural resources as several other existing and pending pipelines. In fact, just 30% of the pipeline that cuts through New Jersey has actually been surveyed, which means that the application that FERC has does not have a complete review of the land at stake. And to top it all off with all the other inherent risks, we're not even sure that the pipeline is necessary or if it will benefit New Jersey residents. We need FERC to act responsibly. We need PennEast's proposal to be evaluated and recognize that it is a perfect example of the comprehensive approach that should always be taken with applications of this magnitude, and we met with PERC asking PERC to look at it more globally, more comprehensively, and with regard to the impact of the close proximity of other pipelines. Just not to look at this in isolation, do not treat it as if it's the only game in town, but recognize what is happening to our region. And I had a very, very good meeting, I believe, with the Honorable, who said that she would take all of those things into consideration. That we take not only the fact that we may not need the benefit, the benefit to New Jersey from this pipeline may be minimal, but the actual construction, not even whether or not a pipeline blows up or it leaks or whatever it might do, the actual construction of the pipeline can negatively impact habitat for very important species, things that will never come back. We did not invest in the state of New Jersey a highly densely populated small land mass to preserve farmland and drinking water safety and security and streams and special habitats, to have this happen to us without recognizing, accepting, and studying the implications of doing such a thing to our well-being. Our responsibility is to be a good steward of this planet and to do that for generations to come. And the things that we do today and the things that we allow to do today impact what's going to be there for our next generations. And one last point. One question I asked the commissioner was, if everybody in the region, if everybody is opposed to this, what voice do we have as individuals, as taxpayers, as citizens, as people who will get our drinking water, people who will breathe our air, and people who will be impacted? And she said, well, we do have rights. I said, well, someone needs to spell those rights out to us. That's number one. And I said, does it make a difference if you hear through a petition or otherwise from all the people that are impacted and say no to this? And she says, absolutely. So my call to action here is, let us flood them with petitions from people who know better, who know that this pipeline needs to be stopped, and will do what we need to do to make sure that it happens. Thank you for this opportunity to be here.